getting some guys back and some guys from Chicago.
Yeah.
You kind of, I don't know, just get through a rough stretch and maybe seeing some light now and hopefully, putting together some points and wins.
Yeah, I think we're finding our rhythm a little bit. It's always tough when guys are in and out, and for various reasons, if it's injuries or call-ups, and found some stability now, and so it's been good.
Kaiser was talking about just when he came down there that he needs to get his head right, just to regain his confidence. And what's that process been? What have you guys focused on with him and getting him back to playing at that level?
Yeah, just for him, it's what's his strength as a player. It's obviously the skating and using his feet to defend and making sure that he's in a good position to defend and using his feet in those situations. And then also, with the puck, being able to skate the puck when opportunities are there. And I think he's done a really good job of that.
Anything specific you guys are focused on with him? With just, I guess, what you were seeing in Chicago that he needed to work on?
Just getting back to skating. Getting back to skating and using his feet to defend. He's obviously he's got some size, but he's not the biggest guy. So similar to like a Duncan Keith, he had to defend with his stick and his feet. So focus on that, and then his retrieval situations, just being sure that he's. That should be his bread and butter, making sure pucks comes out all the time. If it's skating it out or moving it out, that's where he's going to make a living.
I know he likes to talk and discuss things. So what's that been like as a coach, or what did they have him down there? Probably ask some questions, or even
No, it's good. I like it. Yeah, he's got some good ideas, some good thoughts, and talk through it with him and finding that balance of what we want as a team or organization him to do, and then the things that he does really well, and kind of find the middle ground there somewhere. But yeah, it's been really good.
With Reichel coming down, what's been the message to him?
He's got to get playing minutes and skating, and skating with the puck and getting comfortable in those situations, and he's got to compete. That's what it comes down to for him. And I think the first period today was probably his best since he's been down there in terms of that aspect. So that's a good sign.
For him, I mentioned him in the third period. He goes and creates a chance, and then he back checks and steals the puck in the defensive zone. And that's something we didn't always probably see in Chicago. Just how much maybe is that him being more focused maybe, or him just being more determined to do those things?
No, I think that's a very good point, but I think that's exactly what he needs to do all the time, and that's I think we saw it last year when he was at his best, that those are the things he did, and I think just he'll create more offense of tracking back hard and being able to strip pucks and go the other way. And I thought for the most game it was much better today. Like you said, in the end there he did it, and it's valuable.
With I'm sure this has been kind of just a wake-up call for him to be down here, and it seems like he has a positive mentality. How important is that for him, just to be in the right headspace coming down here?
I think it's really important, and I think he's been handling it really well. Obviously, when you're an offensive player like him, and you're up there all year, and you're not producing the way you want to, you lose your ice time, and it's easy to get down on yourself. But he's had a really good attitude, and I think we're fortunate too. There's guys that played with him here last year that he really enjoys being around. So that helped him, I think. And I thought again it was a good step for him today.
How much is your familiarity with him? Maybe this helped the situation too, where he's probably comfortable coming down here and you knowing him.
Yeah, no, I think it helps. I mean, we have a good relationship. We talk about things, and the message was pretty clear. This is what we want to see as an organization, and I think he's been handling it well.
With the other guys that come down Pitlick, and what have you seen, or how is this team kind of coming together, or maybe some new pieces, or?
Yeah, Rem, lots of skill, right? And you can see it's noticeable. Likes to hang on to pucks, likes to make plays. And I thought same thing. He's tracking hard now. He's doing a lot of good things. So just growing into it, and getting familiar with everybody and get to know everybody, and getting what we want as coaches. But there's another guy that has a real good mind for the game when you talk to him and ask him questions about what he sees, and he's a pretty good evaluator of himself, but also of the team of what he sees. So.
Nice to get a couple of goalie performances like this too, like just keeping the score low and keeping you guys in it.
Yeah, no, I think our goal has been a lot better the last 6 weeks here. I think as a team too, we've been really good defensively. We're not giving up as much, even though I think that stretch in the second there we gave up quite a bit. But for the most part, we've been really good, really diligent with our defensive part of our game. So I think it obviously helps the goalies kind of be more predictable where they're getting their shots from. So I think that's been really good.
How good is it for these guys? These are meaningful games, and like every point matters here right now. How could I guess help in their development too, just being part of that kind of hockey.
I think it's a big part of the development, right? You want to win, and they also want to be, like you said, meaningful games. They're important games when the game is on the line, to understand the decisions you have to make in order to be successful at the next level. So being in more of those situations as often as possible is good.
Good to be down there, but it's from everything I've heard, you've had a pretty positive mentality. And how did you take it coming down, and what's been your focus?
Yeah, I mean it's tough, but I just try to make the best of it and try to stay positive and lead that team on the ice with effort and with my skating, just just show them and lead on the ice and just try to win games and help them to win. Yeah.
Were you surprised, or was this sort of expected, or?
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but like I said, you can't do anything about it. It's their decision. I just play my best and show them what I can, and make them hard that they kind of like say like, yeah, we gotta call them up again. So that's all my focus right now. Just play game to game, and yeah.
You're getting a lot of ice time, and it seems like you got a lot of the puck. How much does that feel good, or just just to be able to maybe be building any confidence with that? Or?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, first game against Iowa was a little bit tough, different game, and but it got every period got better and better, and now I feel like really confident and just like I'm having fun, creating stuff, making plays, and that's fun, and that's how I want to play. And it's been a tough year, but with those games definitely helped me, play with confidence and make plays and play a lot of minutes. And yeah.
When you have it seems like when you've had the puck tonight, you were dangerous, and you're driving, you're going through the middle, going through defenders. Stuff that like you did sporadically in Chicago, but how much was this sort of a reminder to you that I can do this, and this is the way I can play too, or did you ever lose that? Or
yeah, I mean it's been a tough year. I mean up there we lose a lot of games. We're a young team. We play a lot of D zone, so it's been a really learning season for me. I learn every game and try to stay positive. It's not always perfect. And sometimes it just sucks to lose, and it's frustrating. But I think we have to keep working, and I have to keep working my game every day, every practice, and then we'll see what's going to happen. But good things are going to come. Yeah.
One of the noticeable things tonight was that you were creating, but then the one time I think it was the third, you nearly create something, and then you back check and steal at the other at the other end, and I think you had another steal in the third. How much is that a focus too? Is just obviously they want that out of you, but how have you been sparked in that area too, or do you feel like you're playing just?
Yeah, of course. I mean, good players. I watched the one game, Crosby, how good he is like without the puck and getting puck back, and you see like all the good players in NHL, they create their own chances and forward checking, have a good gap and stealing pucks from the Ds, and that's what I've been working on, and it's not going to be perfect every game, but I feel like it got definitely better this year, and I think especially today was pretty good, and I keep want to create chances like that.
Being back around Anders, does that help too? Just the familiarity, or just him kind of knowing you too?
Yeah, I think all the coaches stuff. It's been fun. See them again and talking to them. They help me a lot. They know what I've been through. I think a couple guys, Gadi, Scenes, they've been up and down. So it's not easy, but they know how to help us, and I think the whole team. They're awesome, and it's fun to go and practice, compete, and playing games.
To be here for your bobblehead night, is that at all unique, or tomorrow?
Yeah, I think Bernie called me that one day, and he asked me if I want to do that. I'm like, sure, why not? and yeah, it's cool to play in that game too. So it's gonna be a big game for me. So we'll see.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks actually pretty good. Got the celly too, so yeah, it's a pretty cool idea.
How have you, being down here and seeing Kaiser, and it seems like he's, he talked about he's regaining his confidence and how good of experience this has been for him. What have you seen from him on the ice?
Yeah, we talked I think after that Iowa game, after the first one, and he said too at first he was struggling. It was tough to get into it, but right now he's playing unreal. I think he's confidence with the puck. He dangles guys, but he's still fast enough to go back if something happens. So he's been really good for us, and especially today that goal that was a momentum changer for us, and it's been unreal for us.
To come down and I mean, you guys are flying first class, I guess to jump on a bus and I guess getting back to that, was that at all challenging, or was that sort of a wake up call that just like I want to get back up there, or was
No, I mean I'm 21, so I'm not old, so my body is young, so I just stretch more after practice, and then that'll be fine. But I think I'm used to it from the last 2 years, so it's definitely nice here in the plane. But it's been fun talking to the guys, watch a movie in the bus, so it's not that bad.
To be meaningful hockey games, and this is a win. The crowd's been crazy. I get something that's obviously lacked in Chicago. Is that like a positive here, just being part of meaningful games?
Yeah, I think right now it's the last 2 years was always like that. It was tough division. Every team is really good, so every win is important. And I felt like today we didn't play as good, but we still got the win. But that's a good thing. I think we are a good team here, and we definitely want to go on a win streak here and win tomorrow night again. So it's definitely nice to compete and play for wins. Yeah, thank you.
What's it seems like the confidence and you're killing plays and skating and a lot of things we saw early in the season in Chicago. Have you feel like you're getting back to your game, or just do you feel like more confidence?
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm getting back to my game, kind of back to myself too. Like it's definitely a big transition away from the college lifestyle to pro, and kind of just a lot of different things coming at me, and so now I think I've been taking it in stride. I mean, it's not always going to go your way, so just fighting back, trying to get better every day.
What do you have to kind of figure out, or what do you have to get back to?
I mean, I think a lot of it was just kind of away from the rink mentally, to be honest. Just doing things, honestly, like getting out of my room, going doing things I like, come to the rink with kind of like, I'd say you only got right now, like you don't got tomorrow. So just finding enjoyment again, and I think that's it so far.
Was it tough coming down here first, or did you have to take a step back, or?
I wouldn't say it was tough, no. I mean, it was a super nice environment here. Like, guys are awesome. Kind of a change of scenery. Like, was in a hotel, like doing kind of seeing a new city, and I kind of was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this and really see if I can get back on my feet again.
How important was it just to have a positive mindset?
Yeah, it was really big for me. I think it was. I needed it.
Yeah. What to be playing meaningful games and the amount of ice time we're playing and playing in all those situations? What's that meant for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been like I want to win. Like I want to win, go as far as we can go here, and just continue to win. So it's playing the big ice. It's nice too. I've liked it.
I know a lot of people talk about just kind of what Alex Vlasic went through and just how playing down here and playing in all situations and sort of being, kind of making that same jump from college and then, taking a step back and Rockford pay off. Are you hoping there's some similarities, or do you just, you were talking about the benefit, but do you look at a player like that and see what sort of, upside this experience can be?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you see that, and he's done extremely well this year, very mature, kind of like he gets it, right? So, no, you hope that that's the same way that it's going to go for me. I mean, everybody's got their different path, that. I'm sure you've seen a lot of guys come off and through. But yeah, so hoping for that.
I know you don't measure a game on offense, but to be scoring some goals and getting some points, what's
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to kind of have some go in, kind of attacking a little bit more. Honestly, that probably wasn't a very good game for me. But sometimes the offense comes when it's not a great game. But no, it's nice.
What are you measuring your game on? What I guess what's important to you, like when you feel like you're playing well?
I would say for me, if I'm playing like some more bigger minutes, it's kind of controlling the game a little bit more, feeling the flow of it. It's like today, like some of my breakouts weren't great. It's kind of I'm trying to go back, trying to be a little too pretty, and where sometimes like during that game it's kind of an uglier game. Like things weren't going great, like we weren't super clean. So it's just kind of chipping pucks and living another day. And I think that's kind of some of the maturity that comes along with it, where you chip a puck instead of turn back. Defensively, so I kind of measure more defensively, breaking pucks out, neutral zone. How am I doing in our half of the zone? Am I controlling play? Am I limiting chances? Am I advancing pucks like cleanly? And that's kind of where I measure it. And then now like the offensive side starts coming, and so now you look at, okay, should I have held that puck? And then you can kind of start looking at some offensive things.
I know Lukas doesn't be on here, but I'm sure that was a tough, just mentally for him. But it seems like he's had a positive mentality, and you can see how hard he's playing. That he's probably just kind of using this in the right way too, just to get back on track.
Reichel?
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, he's a good player. I mean, you see him out there dancing around. I have no worries about him that he'll get back on track and be the player that he can be, and even more.
Lukas, appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks.